increased in the time that we're living in number, that just means more judgment. Yeah. You know, really, your blessing is going to be a curse to you because you're going to get hella judgment.
Mm-hmm.
So reading on, I mean, unless you're happy with that, I mean, let's read a verse.
I was going to write down to 10.
Okay, verse 9. Oh, no. Verse 8. It says, that is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed.
That's right.
For this is the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. Okay,
so the word of the Heavenly Father is above all things. Okay, if the Most High said something, that's what it's going to be, man. Nothing, no one else can say. Okay, the Most High, the promise is like the highest thing you could say at all out of your mouth as a promise, because that you know, you have to keep that now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You have to have the power to keep that, and because the Most High is the Most High, you know, there's no threat of it not coming to pass. It's a promise. You know, the Most High is not a God that he should lie. Okay, so his word is above anything that exists out here, man. Above all logic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it doesn't matter if you're the firstborn. So it don't matter about this. It doesn't matter about your numbers. It don't matter about that. The Most High said something, man. That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it transcends all of that, man. Okay, you don't know.
It says, for this is the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac.
That's right. Okay, so like I said, we're just going through that lineage, that heritage line, man. How it's been passed on through men. Okay, and then, you know, down to us, down to the 12 tribes. Okay, this is a work of men. Okay, most I never made no promises like that to women. Okay, all right, because the men hold the seed to the nation. Okay. 2nd Ezra chapter 3 and 16, if you got it on.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Because everybody wants in on the promise, man. Everybody wants in on the blessings, man. Okay, but the truth is, it's only bestowed upon select people, man. Okay, and that's just what it is, and that's what we go out there and speak. And you know, there's no such thing as equality in this world. The Most High never made anything equal. Okay, cats and lions are not equal. Okay, you put them together, you'll find out very quickly. Okay, but the Most High does things His way. Okay, and you don't have to be happy with it. It doesn't matter, man. Okay, because you can't change a damn thing about it. Okay.
2nd Ezra 3 and 16. And unto him thou gavest Isaac, and unto Isaac also thou gavest Jacob and Esau.
Mm-hmm. As
for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee.
Right, so like I said, Esau was the firstborn, so he should have got the promise, but Most I didn't want that. He didn't set it up that way. He set up that Esau was so faithful, he sold his birthright to Jacob. Okay, and that adversity affected it down the line, because he didn't give no thought about it, man. He didn't have no faith about that. Okay, so the Most High was like, well, fuck you then. You know, and then, you know, you're whining that like a little bitch about it now. You know, the scripture says you saw it carefully with tears, man, but there was no going back. There was no trying to gain the promise back. And this is what the situation that we're in today. Esau's in power, trying to hold on to his kingdom, because he knows it's got to come to an end. So he's doing all this madness, thinking that he can hold it. Okay, but that's just not going to happen, man. You so-called white people are cursed, man. Okay, on a higher level than any other nation, you are cursed, man. Okay, and you're going to be destroyed in due time. Okay, you're going to go into slavery and you're going to be destroyed. Okay, that's just what it is. That's what the Most High prescribed you, man. Okay?
Revelations 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Right, and that devil is a so-called white man, man. He's in rulership. He's in power right now. He's the one deceiving everybody, making people, you know, not believing God and believing all this faggot shit that's been going on, man. His ways, man. Okay, that's why the Most High don't want him, man, because he saw it from the beginning. This was a wicked seed, man. Wicked seed. Okay, you know, going all the way back to Cain, it was a wicked seed of the devil, man. So you're a little part of the promise that was given to you, man. But that's as far as it goes for you, man. Okay, and you so-called white people don't like that. You don't like that we get on you telling you're going to be going into slavery and you're going to be destroyed. But that is what's going to happen, man. Okay, not because I said so, it's because the Most High said so, man. And like I said, there is no word that is greater than His. Okay, everything the Most High says is like a promise, man. Okay, he can't be broken. Okay, he can't be disannulled. Okay. Hebrews chapter 8 verse 7, please, up. Just a few more, because going back to that disannulling, man, people believe that Israel had their moment, but they broke the law, so the Most High done away with them. Okay, but the whole thing is, the Most High also said that he will take them back. Okay, that can't be disannulled. Okay, that promise that He promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob can't be disannulled. He has to make good. He has to make it right somehow. Even though Israel was wicked as hell and they deserve to be destroyed, man, the Most High has to make some sort of thing that makes it right to keep His promise. That is why Yahweh came for us, man, to give us that opportunity to save some of us, man. I mean, ultimately the whole nation gonna be saved, but the Lord is gonna save a remnant to save the whole nation, man. Okay, through Yahweh and His sacrifice for the nation, His nation. That's the whole premise of the whole scriptures, man. The Most High's got to make good on His word. If He don't, he's a liar. Okay, and the Most High is no liar, my friend. Okay, go on, read that. You got something?
And this is Hebrews 7 and 8. That's what you wanted out, innit?
Yeah, 8 and 7.
8 and 7. So, okay. This is Hebrews 8 and 7. It says, "For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second."
All right, because these people out there seem to think because we broke the law that we don't receive the promise. Okay, now the covenant was made saying that if we broke the law, then these things would happen. But at the same time, Moses said, well, you're just gonna get fucked up basically, and I'm gonna turn my back on you. But the Most High continuously says, man, like basically He never forgot about us. Okay, the Most High had it in His plans to make some way for us to return unto Him, man. He always has the door open. Always has the door open. Okay, but the law is not the overriding thing. That promise is above the law. Okay, the Lord's word is above the law. Okay, so yeah, we might have broke the law and fucked up and all that kind of madness, but at the end of the day, the promise has to be held, because the promise was made before the law was even given to us. Okay, so that promise has to be made good. So Most High has to make a way where we can keep that law, or at least we can be saved. At the end of it all, because the law is still going to be in the kingdom, so the law is still up there with everything else. But at this moment in time, we're men in the flesh and unable to keep this law 100%. As you read through the scriptures, you see that was so. Okay, but the Most High has made a way for us to get to that point where we can do it correctly, man. Do it right.
Because the promise was made to thy seed forever.
That's right. So, like I said, like it's going to go into, but yeah, read on up.
It says, "For finding fault with them, He saith, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel."
So a new promise, but it's still to the house of Israel. The second covenant is still to the nation of Israel. And Moses never went, "Oh, you fucked up, I'm going to give it to somebody else." Never said that. The promise, the better promise, is going to be given to Israel, because He has to make good on His word, right? Go on now.
"And with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord."
Alright, so that's when we was given the law. Okay, when we come out of the land of Egypt, right?
"For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind, and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people.
So what's that? That's acceptance. That's re-acceptance, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's being brought back. Because right now we're being saved by faith in Yahweh Shai.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna keep the law perfectly in the kingdom, man. After our faith has been proven, the Lord, the Most High, is gonna write the law in our minds, man. Okay, and we're always gonna be on point with the law. Okay, there's never gonna be a fault in us. Okay, we're gonna be saved by faith and belief in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's our way out. Because we can't keep the law. The Most High made another way. Okay, if you can do this, you believe in my Son that I sent, and follow my commandments and His commandments, and then you can be saved.
Precept.
By grace.
Galatians 3:14, that the blessing of Abraham might come on the Gentiles, Israelite foreigners, through Yahweh Shai, that we might receive the promise of the Spirit through faith. So that's just exactly
through faith, man. Okay, and that's why faith is so important in this time, man. Because even now we can't keep the law 100%. Okay, so people would be right. If we could never do that, then we would never receive the promise, because we can't keep the law. But the fact the Most High opened up a door for us, an opportunity for us to receive the blessing still, then you have to go by faith. Your life is by grace. Okay, so that's how we operate right now, man. We do our best to do what we can concerning the law, but first and foremost, man, you have to have that faith and belief in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, that is the terms and conditions of the promise as of this moment in time. Okay. Read on with the Hebrews.
It says, and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest.
That's right.
For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, and their sins and their iniquities I will remember no more.
Right, so like I said, we broke the laws. Yes, we were wicked and fucked up, but, and there's the but in this, man. The Most High is going to have mercy, man. Okay, that's why His mercy is great. Okay? Go on.
In that He saith, a new covenant He hath made, the first old. Now that which decayeth and waxeth old is ready to vanish away.
Right, it's about to be replaced. Or it is being replaced. Okay? Because it's like I said, it's not based upon if you can keep the law 100% right now. Okay? And in the kingdom it ain't going to matter, because we are going to keep the law 100%. Okay? It's about your faith. Okay? Your faith is what's going to save you in this time, man. Okay? Deuteronomy 7 verse 6. I don't know, just got one more after that. We'll wrap up.
This is Deuteronomy 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power, and the Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto Himself.
Alright, so the Most High made us special, man. The Most High picked Israel to be special. Okay, beyond all the nations on the earth. Okay, that's what He did. He picked that. The Lord is a separatist, man. The Lord is a racist. Okay, He has favoritism for Israel. Okay, going on.
It says, Salakia, it says, above all the people that are upon the face of the earth, the Lord did not set His love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any people. So that cuts once again.
Yep.
If you get the blessing of being a great in number, it means the Lord's chosen you. You got to be special above all people. No, it's not about being great in number.
Even though Israel is still the greatest number on the earth, collectively.
But it started small.
It started small.
But
they want to point to be as the dust of the sun. The dust of the
sun.
I can't even put words out properly, man.
Google it. Alright, because you were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people, like we were saying.
Sand of the sea, that's what was in my mouth. Sand as the sands of the sea, right?
That's right. So that's it what you wanted on there, yeah?
You read verse 8.
I'll read 8 now.
Okay,
But
read
because
it.
the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath.
The promise. This is what it's all about. It's about that promise, man. The Lord picked Israel because he said he would. Basically, he said
He would keep the oath,
he'd keep the promise, man. So yeah, continue what?
which he had sworn unto your fathers, hath the Lord brought you out of with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt.
Right, so that's what starts our whole story from the land of Egypt, man, searching for the land in the wilderness, man. You know, and like I say, that's it, all this is a story that is a continuing story, man, of the chosen line. Okay, and it ends with Israel. Okay, Israel is that last, where the blessing last sat. So the story continues along with that family, man, and a lot of things happen within that family. Okay, that's the story you're following. You're not following the story of the other nations, these heathens. Okay, they're not a part of this, man. They're extras in the storyline. Oh, Israel encountered such and such, you know what I mean? And did such and such to this people. They're not the main focus. They never have been. Okay, the Gentiles, they're Israelites, because they're the focus. Because the Lord's trying to get them back. That's because it's the promise.
I'll go precept.
Go on up. Yeah.
Exodus 19, it says, in the 3rd month, when the children of Israel were gone forth out of the land of Egypt, the same day came they into the wilderness of Sinai, for they were departed from Rephidim, and were come to the desert of Sinai, and had pitched in the wilderness, and there Israel camped before the mount. And Moses went up unto Yahweh, and the Lord called unto him out of the mountain, saying, thus shalt thou say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel. Now we jump down to the 6th verse. This goes hand in hand with the promise which was given unto Abraham. What was it? It was the fact that they had out of his seed shall come kings. It says, and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation.
A holy nation, like that's the first. Never has there been a nation called a holy nation. Okay, and that word holy means separate. Okay, we've been separated from the rest of these people, man, because we've been made better. As simple as that. The Most High picked us to be better.
So then, for the promise to be fulfilled, like we was reading in Hebrews, I believe, what was it, the 8th chapter, the covenant would have to be refreshed, because right now we're basically living in an unholy society. Most of our people are unholy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they live according to the ways of the other nations, man.
That's right.
That's why once we are made perfect, all right, then we're gonna completely be a holy nation.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, as a nation, we can't claim to be completely holy.
This can't be the end of Israel right now. How things stand right now, this can't be the end for Israel, because like I said, it will contradict this.
Exactly.
You know, because like brother's saying, man, Israel all out of shape, man, all wicked as hell. You know, so this can't be the end for Israel, man. There has to be a come up, man.
It has to be fulfilled.
It has to be fulfilled, man. You know, and there's never been a point where the whole kingdom is was a kingdom of priests.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there was a priest. The Levites were the priests in the kingdom. Okay, but the whole nation gonna be in the kingdom where we're all gonna know the Lord perfectly. We're all gonna be kings and priests.
Yeah. Have we read that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're not gonna have to tell our neighbor.
That's right.
We're gonna know, which that was the Levites' job.
Yeah. And our job is now just to teach the other nations now, because they don't know, because they're inferior.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that promise doesn't extend to nobody else.
Oh,
Okay.
it says, these are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel.
No.
Not everybody.
That's right. And like I said, man, it doesn't matter how you people want to play it now.
Is that gonna? The other kids gonna be wearing king crowns on there? They all Abraham's kids. No, man.
Well, like I say, it doesn't matter how you guys want to play it now. You're not involved in this salvation that you speak about. You know, with the people like rolling around with the Bibles that know nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is exclusively for Israel, man. Okay, because you're not a partaker of the promise. The promise not been sent down to you Okay, and ain't no excuse you can make about how bad Israel was. None of that is gonna matter ultimately. Okay, because the Most High is already said He gonna forgive us. Okay, but I've got one last scripture left. And you got something now?
Just a quick point, man. I should have said it earlier, but you know what? Oh shit! Why did I do that? Genesis 27 again, and let's see it. Yeah. Like this is just a straight point, man. Genesis 28, 27 and 29. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren. So this stupid idea that you Christians have in your mind, that it's going to be for all nations. How can everyone be a king? Like the whole world. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just said here.
It has to be fulfilled.
It said, let people serve thee.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying out here.
Kings get served.
You're servants, man. That's what we've been saying, man. You gotta go into slave and serve.
So how can everybody? Who's gonna serve?
That's right.
If everyone's got a crown on their head, who's serving who?
And you can't tell me, oh yeah, but that was a promise that was then. Israel had their moment to shine. You can't say that, man, because when you read down, it says, "Is it cursed be everyone that curseth thee?"
Yeah.
Wait, these other nations aren't under no curses, man. They're cursing us right now.
Yeah.
Ain't no one trying to bless us right now. But all these nations are above us, man. So these motherfuckers should be cursed right now. Okay, but that's not how things are right now, man. Okay, because it's not the fulfillment yet. It's not the fullness yet.
Apocrypha, actually. I'm not gonna find it now. But yeah.
This doesn't mean fully fulfilled yet. Yes, Israel had their time. They were ruling for a while, but a lot of the time we've been in fucking slavery, man. You know, you got to do is read the accounts, man. That isn't a fulfillment of that. We're in slavery now. So that's not a fulfillment of that scripture as of this moment in time, man. Okay, the fulfillment is going to come in the kingdom. Okay, the fullness of it. Okay, but I got Galatians chapter 3 verse 17. That's my last one.
3:17.
Yeah.
This is Galatians 3 and 17. It says, "And this I say, that the covenant that was confirmed before of Yahweh in Yahushai, the law which was 430 years after, cannot disannul."
The Lord cannot disannul the promise. Okay, so you can say, oh, Israel, they didn't believe in the Lord, and they don't keep the laws, and you can say what you want. Okay, but the promise stands above that. Okay, or not?
That it should make the promise of none effect.
All right. Okay, read the next one.
For if the inheritance be of the law, it is no more of promise, but Yahweh gave it to Abraham by promise.
Alright. Okay, so it's always been about that promise and the Lord's word, man. He has to uphold his own word. Okay, it doesn't matter what Israel did. Okay, the Most High already told them what would happen to them if they did wrong, and the Lord kept his word on that too. Okay, but also he said, if you return unto me, man, that the Lord will forget all your iniquities, man. Okay, so that's just what it is, and that's the time that we're living in right now. Jacob waking up across the world, through the Spirit, being reminded of who they are. Okay, and they're repenting, man, and they're crying out unto the Lord for salvation. That's the time we're living in, man. And people want to deny us that. You can deny all you want, man. The Lord gonna make good on His word, man. Okay, so I ain't nothing else to say on that. Okay, so with that, brothers, we're gonna say shalom. And until the next video, take care. Shalom.